I got a problem. I got a strange addiction. Somebody help me. I need an intervention. It ain't alcohol or weed. There's just one thing that I need. I got an addiction to fruit trees. Got an addiction to fruit trees. I take a persimmon to breathe. Hey, the next one I'm getting jujube. Got an addiction to fruit trees. Peace, family. All right, so this one is about what's in those cups that were in my pots. Now, before I do that, just a quick update on the single seed challenge of 2021. This is that pumpkin that I started, I think it was last week, I believe. So she's looking good. She's looking good. So let me take you over to the other pots, and I'll explain what's going on with those cups. All right, family, we back. So as far as the cups are concerned, in these cups, I am attempting to plant grapes. What I'm trying to do is, in addition to having strawberry plants, ideally around all of the fruit trees, I would also like to have a grapevine that trellises up all of my fruit trees as well. So I chose to do it from seed because, for one, the seed that I had was some seeds that I saved from a grape that I really enjoyed. I don't even remember what the name of the grape was. I really don't care too much. Not trying to be a smart aleck, but I just knew I liked it. So I knew that I wanted to save the seeds and grow it. I think, I want to say my wife may have had those grapes. So I just decided that I was going to try to grow them. I'm going to eventually put cups with grapevines in all of them. But I did it from seed because I like that grape, for one. Also, I figured, as opposed to getting like an actual grapevine, if I got it from seed, it would give it time. Because it's going to take time for it to germinate and then get tall enough to start trellising up the tree. So that would also give my tree time to, continue to get established and then to grow as well. So that by the time the grape starts trellising, hopefully the tree will be large enough to where, for one, it can handle it. And for another thing, it'll be large enough to where the grapevine is not outgrowing the tree. So, yeah, so what I want it to look like, in my mind, is I want to have strawberries around my fruit trees and then a grapevine trellising up as well. So it's just like an abundance of fruit. I mean, you got 3 different types of fruit coming out of one pot. And trust me, I'm thinking it'll work. I'm hoping it'll work. But even if it doesn't, I'll try something different. Man, if I can get like 5 different types of fruit to come out the pots without it like depriving the tree or depriving each other of nutrients, then, I'm going to do that. But for right now, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm also going to put cups in, my peach pot, my jujube pot. Hey, baby. Jasmine's look at her. She's about as big as, she's reaching up almost as tall as Justin now. Like, that's crazy. Remember, she slept for a long time, like lazy lima bean. Now she's awake, but she's getting a cup. The fig tree is getting a cup. That'd be dope, though. If you got figs and not carrots, but figs and grapes going together, that's beautiful. Everybody's getting a cup. Everybody's getting a cup. And so even if I decide to put some of these in the ground, I would do it when everything is dormant and just carefully as possible, just transplant everything at one time to where it's like, the trees, the strawberry plugs, and then the grapevine, just all together. And the tree can act as a trellis without me having to build a trellis. Now, I got the idea from, I was watching the Morning Gardener show, and he had been talking about it, quite a bit, but he got it from Howie from Permaculture Food Forest. So shout out to both of them. They were talking about doing it with trees that were in the ground, but I figured I would do it with my potted trees. So now these cups here, this is rhubarb. I tried planting the rhubarb directly into the areas where I wanted them, but I didn't have success. I don't know if it was like I overlooked it and might have mowed over it or something like that. I think that's probably what it was. But I like to plant in these cups because I can keep an eye on everything, and it kind of gives me more of, I don't want to say control, but I mean, that's really what it is, more control of what's going on. Once I see them sprout, I can keep an eye on them, and, once they're ready, just transplant them into the ground. The other thing about the cups is that, as opposed to having to, bring them outside, like if they're inside, as opposed to having to bring them outside so that they can get acclimated, they're already acclimated, because they sprouted and they're growing outside. So, I thought that was, when I thought about it, because I had the cups in the raised beds. When I thought about it initially, I was like, I think that would be a good idea. And it's worked out so far, so we'll see. So anyway, family, I'm going to close this video out. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I forgot. Probably did. I always do. Every time I close these videos out, I'm like, oh man, I forgot to mention such and such. But if I did, I'll talk about it later. All right, peace.